The One Piece Remake by WIT Studio is finally shifting into full gear, as yesterday lots of new information was released to the public for us to check out. We got lots of people involved in the staff for the series, lots of new character art and concept art, and with the character designs for the main Strike crew to check out. It's a pretty good bit, so I wanted to go ahead and dive into it, check it out, and show it off to anybody that may not have seen it yet. If you didn't know, the One Piece Remake is readapting the East Blue Saga from the manga, and remaking it from the ground up with brand new art, animation, voice acting, and everything. My name is Champazard. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the video, leave a comment what you think about all every new reveals that we're getting for the One Piece Remake. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like the video. Let's go ahead and dive into it. Alright, let's dive right into everything that was revealed. So, one of the things that were first revealed was the character designs for Luffy. But the first thing I want to look at is the staff members of the list. So right here, I went to screen rant for this, it was easily accessible. So a lot of these people are, if you're interested, like the director and everything, are from Attack on Titan. WIT Studio, if you didn't know, handled the first couple of seasons of Attack on Titan before season 4. But this is, everybody's saying this is a pretty high quality staff. Now I don't know much about each of these individuals. This director has, has known success in the anime world with Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan was a very high quality production. If you've ever seen the series, I highly suggest you check it out. So that's a good omen that we have people that have a good track record working on the remake. And the fact that One Piece is getting a remake to begin with is very impressive. But the main things I'm interested in right now is the concept art. So right here we have Luffy. I pulled it up all on Reddit because I found all the pictures together at. So you can see all the character expressions, how he's looking like. This is supposed to be indicative of what he will look like in the actual series. So they're really bringing Luffy to life. You see he has like the bigger straw hat, like it looks like bigger. If you ever watched One Piece anime by Toei Animation, you notice that over time the straw hat started to look bigger. Over time, it's kind of like it's got that big look, but it looks like bigger here, or right here, than it is in some other shots. But this is going to be kind of what Luffy looks like, and I mean, it looks like Luffy, like they're doing a very good job here. We also have Zoro and Sanji looking like they do. So I'm not big into like art. I can't really tell you much about it, but like it all looks really good. Like all the expressions right here really capture the heart of like the early One Piece anime. Like it's like they're just doing a really good job. So. Here's Nami and Usopp. A lot of people on Twitter have been complaining about how Usopp has been presented as lighter and lighter. In the early One Piece anime, he was presented as like darker skinned, and over time he's kind of been getting lighter and lighter skin. That is a whole different debate. Apparently in some of Oda's colored art of Usopp, he has always been more pale instead of darker skin, so maybe they're trying to reflect what Oda envisioned Usopp as. Maybe Toei made a mistake early on in production back 25 years ago when they first... almost 25 years ago when they first started adapting One Piece. So you can see Nami here as well, looking like she always does. Shock. So I really like this shot right here of Usopp. They're really capturing like Usopp is often the time overused for like over exaggerated faces. But also I just really like these character designs. And this early concept art. Obviously we don't have any actual pieces of animation yet because the series is still in early production. We still don't have a definitive release date. It's probably going to be a couple years still, 2025 maybe, but we're probably looking like more 2026 or something because it does take a long time to make this stuff. But here we have some concept art of what the series might look like when it is animated. In addition to these character designs, this is the Strike crew looking over. Sanji's not here yet. Right here, this is very early in the series when Luffy is still with Kobe. I think this is early on, but before around the time they meet Zoro. Pretty sure this is the girl that feeds Zoro, if I remember correctly. I haven't seen the first couple episodes of One Piece in a really long time. Just going off my memory here. Here's a Straw Hat crew eating. It all looks really good. I'm really liking the way this is looking. Obviously, this is just art. Like you can tell, it's not like finalized or anything. Just keep in mind that this is concept art. Right here we have Nami and Zoro. Still early on in the series. Zoro and Kuina. This is like I'm pretty sure this is after they made the promise to each try to become the world's greatest swordsman. Kuina crying right here. So this is always a good moment. Before Kuina infamously passes away. This is Buggy's crew in Orange Town. Buggy's looking great as always. This is Sanji on the Baratie. It's looking like. I don't remember who this character is. I'm drawing a blank, honestly. This is Usopp with Captain Kuro. This is Sanji giving Gin food. This is also one of my favorite Sanji moments early on in the series. It establishes from the very beginning that he has a very kind heart and wants people to be fed, even if they can't afford it. And Gin, this part was in rough shape, and this was Sanji showing him kindness. So I'm really glad they include this as part of the concept art. This is Zoro trying to cut Buggy. Obviously, Buggy is the chop fruit, so Zoro with that hockey early in the series couldn't really do much to Buggy. Just with Buggy's fruit being a hard counter where he can just separate himself. So cutting him without Haki was never going to do much, but this is still also a cool shot showing Zoro in action. We have a young Shanks and Buggy. You know, at this point in the series, we didn't know they were actually on Roger's crew. At this point, I wonder if they'll, like, when they animate this scene, if they'll just do it exactly how the manga did, or they'll give any Easter eggs, like maybe showing part of Roger's crew in the background, somebody that we can recognize. Which we'll have to see how that goes. Here's Luffy with Kobe again. Kobe really did have one of the biggest clubs in anime. You just go back and look at him now compared to early in the series. This is looking like a kid Luffy right here. Usopp back in Syrup Village. And this last bit of art right here is supposed to be concept art of what the insides of the Going Merry will look like. And here's the bathroom. So this is most of the art that we've gotten. Plus we got the staff list. If you're interested in that, you could do deeper into the history of each of these staff members. The director, people were really liking the choice of the director for the series. As I said, because WIT Studio did do a great job with the first several seasons of Attack on Titan before Mappa took over in season 4. But, you know, I didn't expect all this concept art, so this is just supposed to be indicative of what the series might look like. Obviously, the series will have much more modern animation art styles and approach compared to the original Toei animation piece from the late 90s that did the East Blue Saga. Because right now we do know it's the East Blue Saga, but the staff did have an interview. They did interview some of the staff. They did a whole documentary release. This is the One of the One Piece Twitter pages for Retro to staff. The full interview isn't on here, but it is on YouTube. So if you pull up YouTube, you can watch the full interview. One Piece production notes, they did a bunch of interview with the staff, and some of the staff members did say they would like this to be a long running to adapt far beyond the East Blue Saga. So I encourage you to watch this as well if you haven't already. But that's about it. My name has been Champazard. Let me know in the comments what you think about all the new concept art and all the new reveals we've got so far, and what you're hoping to see from, most of all, from the One Piece remake. The One Piece early One Piece anime is from the late 90s, so it is pretty outdated at this point. It does have its charm, but One Piece anime is also renowned for having really bad pacing, and, you know, when they're doing a strict remake from the manga, they can have much better pacing than the One Piece remake. So this promises to have be much easier for new fans to really just dive into. Of course, the early One Piece anime from Toei isn't as egregious with its pacing as the modern day anime is with current episodes. But this is promising. It's shaping up to look really good. It's got a really good staff. We've seen really good character designs. I think everybody's looking great. Sanji and Zoro. We've only seen the early straw yet so far. Of course, there's going to be many more characters that we haven't seen. With it being the East Blue Saga, this is just the main strike crew before we get Chopper and the Grand Line and everything like that, so keep that in mind. So, let me know what you think. My name has been Champazard. Leave a like on the video, leave comments, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.